So, Namaste everyone. My name is Parth Sharma and I'm from India. So, as a part of assignment for Advanced Soil Health Training 2023, we were provided with a list of topics. So, being from India, I can resonate with the topics related to uh, cropping patterns prevailing here. So, thankfully, there was a topic being presented to us as a case of Kritee Mittee. So yeah, I have selected it for the topic for my final project. So let's get started with it. So yeah, the first slide is regarding the rice wheat in India. So I'm here acting as a consultant from company Soil Sutra Consultancy, which are dealing in providing solutions for healthy farms and uh, providing the farmers with the optimum recommendations as per their soil testing reports. And moreover, they also provide a package of practices for which are specific for the clients. So yeah, today we are dealing an interesting case of Kritee Mittee uh, of rice wheat in India. So let's get started. So, as the geographical location we have been provided with is of eastern Jharkhand. So, it's an east region area talking to the geography to the directions of India. So, talking of the climate snapshot, basically I'm discussing this to make some grounds on how the climate is behaving in the area and what are the weather or the climatic standards here. So firstly, the climatic conditions. So high temperature, basically these are the regions which are majorly influenced by southwest monsoon, and it rain heavily during the Kharif season. We generally say the season between May to November, we can expect some rains. And moreover, in the month of June and July, is the rains are very heavy and ranging from around 1,000 to 1,200 mm on rain gauge. So yeah, we have a dry winter season, uh, as stated. We call it Rabi season here. So and the farmer is generally growing wheat in that Rabi season. So the monsoon, as I shared, is the southwest monsoon. So we have the climate grounds, and we can discuss some other standards for. So yeah, there was a term mentioned. Maybe you are aware of the term puddling. So puddling is a process in which we uh, turn up the soil. We generally fill out the land with the water, irrigation water, and then we turn up the soil using plows, which in turn leads to shift in the material, which in turn leads to the shift of the particles of the soil. The clay particles settle on above, and gradually leading to the sand particles being settling down, which indeed causes the waterlogging condition in the field, uh, making it easy for the laborers to transplant the rice in that, and moreover causing an anaerobic conditions which are optimum for growth at the early stage of rice. So yeah, but we, as with the pros, we also have some cons also. We will be discussing it here. For example, the consequences of puddling include soil compaction and also limited root development. Secondly, since there was a mentioning of continuous growth of rice and wheat, if we are practicing monocropping, the chances are the soil will be depleted in much early years, since these are the crops which deplete the nutrients and do not contribute to the uh, nutritional development of the soils, because they lack any nutrition fixing symbiotic relationships, which can be helpful to produce the necessary nitrogen or other nutrients. So yeah, these are depleting crops, and moreover, it can cause to consequences including nutrient depletion, increased disease risk, because we are growing two crops majorly consequently year after year. So there are the chances that the sclerotia or the disease material will be present in the soil, which can in turn cause disease the coming year. And third is weed persistence, because some of the weeds like Phalaris minor in wheat are of share a relationship. So when the crops are being cultivated year after year, the symbiotic, the weeds or the complementary weeds, what we say, will be also seen in the field. So loss of organic matter is also a consequence. So talking of the nurturing the land, soil health solutions. So we are discussing some soil parameters, and on the basis of the reports which are being provided, there is an analysis. And as a consultancy firm, we are providing some recommendations to the farmers. In the case of Kritee Mittee, the soils were pretty bad. Uh, we can see the soil testing report. Maybe you are clearly observing on the right side. The overall quality of the soil score is 25, which is terribly bad. And so we are framing some solutions for it. So firstly, I want to show you the map where we are showing that the Jharkhand region of India is majorly bound to gray and which are these marks as gray and brown, uh, has some good soils, but they generally lack organic matter. So yeah, a considerable problem that can be observed in the a case study as well. So low available water capacity is a parameter which intending which is leading to low water retention and mobility. So one thing why we can clear it out by incorporating organic matter like compost, green manure. Green manure in India, usually we use dhancha or sun hemp. So yeah, these can be a very good uh, game-changing crops for green manuring, which can conceivably be helping in enhancing the water holding capacity of the soils. So the second parameter we have is surface and surface hardness, so which indeed affecting rooting, water transmission, and nutrient access. So for that, we have recommendation of implementing cover cropping, mulching, and deep plowing to reduce hardness. So yeah, in a case of the farmer is marginal. So I will go with using some deep rooted crops, which can be beneficial and as well as cost effective. So soil parameter, poor aggregate stability. So yeah, since in the measure of the properties, the soil are majorly uh, sandy clay loam. So yeah, as a property of sandy soils, it can be observed that they have a poor aggregate stability, which affects aeration, infiltration, and leads to erosion. So yeah, we can use cover crops, practice minimum tillage, and apply organic amendments whenever necessary. So moving to the comprehensive assessment of soil health by the Cornell soil health labs. So other parameters being low organic matter. So low organic matter negatively impacts nutrient storage and water retention. We all know that how the organic matter helps the soil to increase its properties, and one can get that by integrating organic farming practices, applying compost, and using crop residue in the field. Since we are using rice as a crop, a major raw material or the waste we can say is the paddy straw, and that can be easily incorporated in the daily practices of soil amendments like mulching, and we can also use for making some good biochar as well, or making it for using it for compost, and also for biogas manufacturing as well. So the next property is poor AC soil protein index, which indicates low organic matter quality. Yeah, so these are the terms which are majorly related to the organic matter, and the organic matter can be significantly increased by using compost and vermicompost manures in the fields. And next, poor soil respiration and very low active carbon levels. So yeah, which indicates low microbial activity and energy for soil biota. So talking of the low microbial activity. So as we all know, soil is a living entity in all. And microbial activity is a major key for ensuring its fertility. And one can't lose that to some malpractices or some ill practices of farming. And one way we can incorporate some low active, we can increase the active carbon by using charge biochar. So a charge biochar is basically is a microbial incorporated biochar, which indeed is full of microbes in all, and helps to increase the microbial state of the soil, as well as increasing the active carbon levels. So last one is last but least and important is soil pH levels. So basically pH is a scale from 0 to 14, and we have acidic soils when it's less than 7 and basic soil when it's more than 7. And in this case the value lies 4.6, and we can say that it is acidic in nature, and which is leading to aluminum toxicity and affect nutrient availability. And one amendment I can suggest is that to apply lime to raise its pH and improve nutrient availability. So yeah, I have incorporated all the major amendments, and one the processes which can one follow. One can get through all of that, like using biochar, cover crops, compost, nutrient management. How the micronutrients are important, like in a case of zinc for wheat. Like the deficiency of zinc causes the Khara disease in wheat. So one can ensure the abundance of micronutrients as well in the soil, and microbial inoculants, using of mycorrhizas, and some more good microbes in the soil, worming compost, agroforestry integration, crop residue management, green manuring, no-till farming, water conservation pits. Water conservation is also a major key in that, because during the Rabi seasons when we lack the water, basically in the regions where we do not have some artificial means of irrigation, we generally rely on water conservation measures, which indeed provide a good source of water in the off season, or in the dry season, or during any natural or climatic adversity. So one can surely consider it with that. So yeah, since government is basically dealing in majorly reforms and making innovative initiative and schemes for the farmers' welfare, so one can surely see it as an initiative, as an opportunity to excavate the full potential. So yeah, the two of the schemes which are being mentioned here is Mukhyamantri Kisan Credit Card Yojana. Since the farmer Kritee Mittee is uh, basically marginal and does not have much financial assistance, so one can surely use it as a golden opportunity to get some finances for meeting the needs of the inputs, or also for some other implements, etc., at a very nominal interest rates. And moreover, the tenure is also pretty good to repay the loan. And the second one is Jharkhand Rajya Fasal Rahat Yojana. So basically, since we are making a farmer to adopt some newer practices and newer crop patterns, and moreover, since farming is majorly to the majorly prone to the climate adversities, and if something goes wrong, the farmer which is marginal can't be able to stand on his feet again. So yeah, these initiatives can be surely be helpful for making farmers make to adopt newer measures, and secure the farmers of an economical mean premium to be paid when any climate adversity hits them. And other initiative by governments includes cooperative societies. We will discuss it further. So yeah, united fields are cooperative strength. So you can see in the images as well, the cooperatives are a key to strength. Majorly talking of the marginal farmers. Marginal farmers are like, we all know about the story of a single stick and a bunch of sticks. So farmers which are marginals are like just a one stick which is easy to be broken down. But when they act together and they come together as a cooperative, they generally form a bundle which is a fist in all, and they become invincible to, and also uh, helping them to learn together and managing expenses and all over getting economical advantages. So yeah, collective purchasing power, the purchasing power of the cooperatives are far better than the marginal farmer alone. And secondly, sustainable farming practices. For example, cooperative farmers can surely open an organic, surely tie up with some good FMCs, or can also form their cooperative to uh, form their cooperatives to form an organization which can help them to fetch a higher price. And also cooperative have a great advantage when it comes to mechanization and buying implements, because on the shareable basis the cost becomes very less of use, and the efficiency and moreover the cost effectiveness increases. So yeah, for the implements can be made more affordable, market access and economical diversification can be done, and foster a change, right? Community also helps ensure an overall growth of the people come together to help each other out and increase the process of learning together and growing together. And as we are dealing with increasing an economical advantage, so that is a key in a cooperative. So since we had a mention in the opportunities column that around we have cattle and other stuffs. So yeah, I have incorporated how cattle can be a good opportunity for the income diversification. Generally, uh, farmer in India usually practice mixed farming, where they practice the milching of the cattle, and along with their traditional grain production. So yeah, moreover, the byproducts from the milch animals like cows and buffaloes are of very much importance to the uh, farmers, as a way they can provide a rich nutrient source which can surely help them to save the cost on the synthetic fertilizers like urea and DAP. So secondly, we can use the subsidy by the government on uh, biogas production chambers. So yeah, government has been providing some subsidies to the farmers for making uh, production in their home. So one can surely see it as an opportunity. Secondly, moreover, farmers can combine to tie-ups with a good cooperative society like Amul. Amul is a global leader in milk production and packaging different products. And moreover, one can practice the the making of uh, milk products in home as well. So yeah, and talking of the crops and the trees which are being recommended as per the soils are horticulture plants like veggies like okra, tomato, and chilies, which generally grows at some lower pH, and also can give a good yield, and can be beneficial as providing a remediation to the soil. And agroforestry trees like neem, moringa, and drumsticks. So these are a great use because they are of medicinal importance, as well as, and they also helps in remediation of the soils. And for the kharif seasons, since farmers are being provided with the MSP, like the minimum support price for by the central government on rice and wheat, so one can surely grow rice, but with that they can intercrop okra and cowpeas, which can be a great alternative to the monocropping pattern they were previously following. And secondly, for the rabi seasons, they can grow wheat, has been traditionally grown, but can interplant neem and drumstick along the field border for additional income and environmental benefit as well. So income diversification plan. So yeah, income diversification becomes a crucial when we lack a good financial backbone or a good financial grounds. So yeah, I have gathered some plans for increasing the income through diversification. For short term, we can cultivate vegetables which are being demanded in the nearby market, like the mention of ranchi was being there. So the one can fetch out the demands in the nearby markets and can prepare for selling the products, which can help us in fetching a good price. Moreover, there will be low losses of post harvest production losses, because we are fetching the products to the nearby markets, which will be in a very short period of time, leading us to deliver it quickly and taking on the post harvest losses. So yeah, we can also uh, plant flowers like seasonal farming, kitchen garden for herbs like aloe vera and other herbs. Ashwagandha can be also be grown. Localized composting and rainwater harvesting becomes easy. So yeah, the benefits are amazing because they alleviate immediate financial needs, diversify income sources for increased stability. So yeah, agroforestry can be a good when we're planning for a long-term income diversification. We can incorporate the trees, agroforestry important trees like neem and other trees in between the land, which can also provide us timber as well as fuel, as well as some products which are of nutritional as well as medicinal importance. So second is livestock breeding. One third one is beekeeping. Like beekeeping can also be a good option. Sericulture, silk farming on a short scale, one can get through the trainings being provided by cooperative societies, free or at a very low cost. And also government are providing loans to the small uh, small uh, small scale industries. So yeah, one can look upon that also. So community-based cooperatives, value addition processing. So like one can surely convert surplus produce into products for added value and extension, which help us in fetching a higher price of the product. So yeah, these are the benefit of income diversification for the long term. So talking of the summary, we have been understanding the situation, we have understood the opportunities we have, and the solutions are emphasis comprehensive soil health improvement. Firstly, we have to improve our soil for increasing the production, and also the crops which can be simultaneous grown, and advocate for crop diversification, leverage government schemes, encourage cooperative engagement, and integrate cattle-based practice for sustainable income diversification, and thereby fostering a resilient and prosperous agriculture ecosystem in the region. So yeah, these are the closing remarks and end for the newer beginning. So yeah, Kritee Mittee, feel free to consult an expert at Soil Sutra Consultancy. We are available Monday to Saturday 10 to 5 p.m. And we have a tagline, Mitti se judi khushiyon ki kahani. So yeah, these generally translates to the happiness we get through the soil in which we live, we thrive, and we grow. And a heartfelt of thanks to all of you. I have written a small note to the professors and to all of you past participants who have been with me in this journey of learning together. So it was an enriching experience, and also a fun learning experience as well. So it's been a memorable for me. Hope to see you all soon. So thank you, and